Okay, so moving on, we're going to add some more to our web page. So, okay, so we really have all the content. There's a couple other things that I want to do. I want to add some links. I want to throw in a list as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's look at what we have over here. I have this. I'd like this to be an H3 heading again, and it's just going to say a list of trees, okay? A list of trees. And again, I'm going to make that an H3, right? H3, and close that like so. H3 tag. Okay, so that is an H3 heading, a list of trees. And what are we going to put there? We're going to put a list of trees. I got a list right here. Okay, and again, this can be anything you want. You don't even, I mean, you can literally just have it say list item 1, list item 2, list item 3, like whatever you want. That's just fine. So, okay, I'm going to show you, there's a couple of different ways you can have a list. Well, there's two main ways. There's the ordered list and the unordered list. So an ordered list will actually be numbered, and an unordered list will simply just have bullet points, okay, and it won't be it doesn't really matter what the order is, okay? And really that's what you need to remember. Like, if you have some content that needs to be listed, if the order matters, use an ordered list. If it doesn't, then just use bullet points and that's fine, okay? So how do we set this up now to be a list? The first thing that we need to do is let's go ahead and make this an unordered list, okay? Because I don't think it matters whether or not Norfolk Island pine is more important than blue Arizona pine. So what we need to do is define this first as being a list. So this is going to be UL, and that's how we wrap this, okay? So it's left angle bracket UL, right angle bracket. Then down here again, I'm going to close that UL. Okay, so easy enough. Now, everything is wrapped that's wrapped in here we know is going to be an unordered list. However, since spaces aren't defined, I mean, this white space here doesn't mean anything to HTML. We have to actually individually list each one of these as list items, okay? And so that's actually what we're going to do is we're going to wrap these in list item tags, which is just an LI. Okay, so LI and then that right angle bracket, and then we're going to close that tag, li close. Okay, so now this is a list item. Oops, that's a 1, isn't it? We need an I. Okay, so this is a list item within this unordered list. Okay, and we're going to do that to all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight and copy, and what I just did is hit Command C. You can also go up here, I'm sure, yeah, and see that, hit copy, or you can just do Command C or Control C if you're on a PC. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to go down to the next one and paste. Okay, again, paste, paste, paste. Again, I'm just hitting Command V. You can also go up here to edit and paste. You can also just type it in, whatever you wish. Just, you need to get them in there. Okay, paste, junipers, and western red cedar. Now, I need to add the closing tags again. So, of course, I could type each one of them in like so. Or I can, just copy and paste again. So I'm going to do Command C, Command V, Command C, whoops, did that wrong. Okay, copy, Command C to copy, Command V to paste, Command V to paste, Command V to paste, Command V to paste, and there we go. Let's go ahead and save this, and let's preview it in Firefox this time. And let's see. There we go. There's our list. Okay, cool. So that's all we need to do. Now this is an unordered list, right? So it's just bullet points. All you have to do is change this U to an O and this closing tag U to an O. Hit save, and now it's an ordered list. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and preview this in Firefox again, and there's an ordered list. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change that back. I want an unordered list. Okay. So now we have an unordered list. This thing is just about ready. The something else that I'd like to go ahead and do is show you how to format text. Okay, there's a few different things we can do here. Just how to add. How to add bold. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the first in botany here. We're gonna make that bold. Okay, so how we do that is we add a B tag. Okay, and see how I can do this inside the paragraph tags? I'm going to wrap the in botany here in a B tag, okay? And so I have to do the closing B tag now, okay? Just like that. So we have, I'm going to make some space here so you can kind of see this. Okay, so the left angle bracket, the B, the right angle bracket, in botany, and then we have the left angle bracket, / B, and right angle bracket. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and this time I'm going to just preview it in Komodo tab, okay? Okay, see how in botany is now bold? Okay, what happens if I cut out my closing tag here and I put it after the word stem, okay, and I hit save again? See how it made all that bold? Okay, so whatever you wrap in the B tag is going to make bold. Now, just to make things more confusing, there's another tag that will seemingly do the same thing called strong, okay? I'm going to add that now. Same syntax, open and closed angle brackets, but I'm going to write strong, and then I'm going to close that strong tag, okay? And hit save. See how it just made that bold again? When you are just displaying the straight HTML like this, it's going to render strong as bold. But it doesn't mean that it's actually bold. Could that be any more confusing? I know, right? But just like the H1, H2, H3 are just ways to identify the content, using strong simply identifies this as an important part, okay? And the reason why that's there's a difference there is that when you add the bold tag, it bolds the text and you're done. That's it. If you add a strong tag, you can later in CSS identify that strong tag or format the content that's being identified by that strong tag in more ways than just bolding it. For example, if your website has a look and feel to it to where whenever anything should be bolded, that bold is a large font that's purple. Okay, so you make it a strong, you wrap it in a strong tag, and then you can, in CSS say, hey, everything that's wrapped in strong tags make look like this. Okay, so that's why we differentiate there, and I think it's important to point that out right away. So, on that note, let's go ahead and pick out something else like the word, the definition. Well, let's grab that definition, get into a different paragraph. I'm going to just add an I tag there for italics, okay? And it's probably pretty easy to guess what's going to happen here, right? I'm going to hit save, and see how down here definition is now italicized? Okay, now, just like the bold and strong tag, there is another one for italics, and that is EM for emphasis, okay? And again, later you can, what if you want your words that are emphasized to be a little bit larger, or just any other thing that you would like to add to it besides just being italicized. So that's why there's this other tag, okay? So there's tags for bold, and then there's tags for strong. But they'll look the same in HTML until you add more to it, okay? And the same thing for italics and for the EM tag. So if I hit save here, see how definition, again, it hasn't changed, okay? So you'll see that's part of the homework, is just throw a couple of those in. Grammatically, I'm not too worried about where you put them, It's like, why is definition in italics? I mean, whatever. Just let's see them in there and see that you know how to use them, because this little bit that we've gone over today is mainly what you're going to be doing when you do format text in Joomla. Luckily, you won't have to do it that much because Joomla does have an HTML editor you can type actually in and use bold and use, add white space and whatnot. However, those things are always so buggy that you're going to end up writing some code anyway like this, or editing it, which is more likely. So it's good to have an understanding of how this all works. Okay, that's enough for this video, I think. Let's go ahead and stop right there, and then I'm going to do one more video that shows you how to make links and how to add an image, and then you're done.